What's up, everyone? It's Colin here on day 30 of my 30-day challenge. I cannot believe I made it. I'm alive. So I'm actually going to shoot this in two parts because I have a lot to say. So tomorrow I'm going to post another video that's actually going to tally up all the numbers, tell all the yeses I got, tell all the no's I got, tell all the times I got water thrown in my face. And then I'm also going to talk about the breakup that I went through and that kind of led to this and that whole story and how I dealt with it, and you know, the person that I used to be to the person I am, you know, post breakup. And then lastly, I'm also going to announce my new 30-day challenge that I decided to do for some reason after this wasn't agonizing enough. So I decided to do another one in August, but it's actually because this one went so well and it actually had huge changes in my life that I've decided to do another one. So if you want to tune into that, might be some entertainment there. So anyway, so the first thing is that, you know, like before I started this, I was generally a confident person, and I wasn't, but there was a lot of areas that I wasn't confident in. I think a lot of people, you know, a lot of people came up to me and said that they were really shocked that I came out with this like level of insecurity and stuff. And people were like, wow, I always thought you just were so social and outgoing, and you know, you're not the most terrible looking dude in the world. So like they thought I just had stuff going on, and really it was like I generally have like I'm a social person, but there was this level of anxiety and fear that I wasn't willing to deal with. I wasn't willing to go and put my ego on the line and go talk to people or go like really go for what career I wanted. And I think it was like a fear of failure, and I don't even really know what it was, but it just wasn't really willing to put myself on the line. I just had too much pride, and I was pretending so much that I had my life together when in reality I didn't. And that was one of the scariest things, was actually admitting to everyone that I didn't have my life, that I don't have my life together. And it was actually the most rewarding, because what I learned is that you know, I got so much support from all that, and I got so much people, like literally the opposite happened of what I was expecting to happen. Everyone was so like supportive and kind of cheered me on, when a lot of the times I was like, okay, I'm probably gonna lose a few friends over this, but I gotta do something. So, you know, like there was that time where I went through the breakup and I didn't know what to do, and I just had realized that my whole life had been the same. I've been living my life the same way. It just looked differently in my head. I've been doing the same stuff, growing a little bit, and I just needed a drastic change, because there was this level that I wasn't willing to go past. It was like this invisible barrier that I wasn't willing to break through, and it just took doing something so outrageous for me. And you know, I learned a ton. Like I was so anxious during all of this. It was so uncomfortable to go and put myself out there on, you know, social media and then talk to strangers and get rejected over and over. Like it was rough. And at the same time, I have just known myself to be somebody like completely different. I learned a ton. Like first of all, that, you know, it actually shifted my beliefs completely. Actually, everything I thought to be true was completely false. So when people would reject me, 99% of the time they would actually let me down really easily. And like 1% of the time wasn't even that bad. They'd say, I don't give my number out. That was like the worst one. Like that's not that bad. So that was crazy. It really was like mostly a compliment to most people, actually. And even if it didn't look like it was a compliment, I think generally most people slightly enjoyed it. So, you know, and the other thing that I got was, or the next thing I got was that after I got rejected, it would be like, actually, they would let me down easily, and then I would go in my head and kind of beat myself up about it. And so I got really clear on when that comes up, and that it's just a voice in my head, that, not like voices in my head, but you know what I mean, like my voice, me being like, yeah, like you dumbass or something. And I actually have a lot more control over that, and like I can hear it wanting to pop up, and it's just there to, you know, for my survival. It doesn't really, so I don't actually need to listen to it. And you know, so let's see what's the next thing I want to say. I've got some notes here, and then I actually got a lot better, a lot quicker than I thought. It was like I progressed so much faster than I had thought at all. Like it just happened. You know, in a few days I was just. And by now, I'm actually totally comfortable, like, going up to a stranger and initiating a conversation. Like, there is no problem there. And there's a cat apparently playing in our backpack here. Check this out. So anyway, enough of the cat. Back to me. Oh yeah, and just like, it was just so rewarding having everyone give me support, and you know, that's what really kept me going a lot of the time. And you know, I did it, like, I couldn't, like, I want to say, I literally could not have done it without everyone's support and encouragement. That's what kept me going. It was just held me accountable, and it was so rewarding to hear. You know, I had people coming out of the woodwork asking for advice for dating, and like, just kind of giving me support, like people messaging me stuff. It was just fantastic. And like I could go ahead and say that I completely changed my life as far as being like authentic with people, and just how I am in general, and just owning my own weaknesses. I just feel alive. I feel so different than I've ever felt before, and it's just this sense of aliveness. Like, I can take on anything. There's like, now when I see something as challenging or a fear, I'm like, bring it on. I know what the feeling is now, pushing through that uncomfort zone, and it's so rewarding. As painful it is in the process, I just see things like that completely differently. I actually see them as opportunities to just get this sense of aliveness and drive. You know, after, like, there was days where I talked to 5 people, and like half of them went bad and some went okay, and I still, like, at the end of the day was like, yeah, I can do anything. So that has just been this huge thing for me. Like, I was just living very complacent before, and now I just have this general sense of aliveness and living on the edge, which is unreal. So I just encourage any of you to push a little bit beyond your comfort zone in whatever area it is. Doesn't matter if it's talking to strangers or, I don't know, public speaking, whatever you want to do. I don't care. Jumping off a bridge and not too high, you know, into some water, whatever. So I just encourage any of you to like push beyond your fears. I'm definitely going to cut that part out. Like, push beyond some of your fears and really just like push into that comfort zone, whatever it is. And you know, lastly, like, this just totally changed my life, and so I absolutely have to do another challenge next month, and I'd love to share it with you guys. So I'll keep you posted tomorrow on what that challenge is. And thanks for tuning in. It's been real, and this has been a journey, and I'm glad to have you guys all join me on it. So thank you.